Hello everybody, hello. I'm heading to Vidcon Europe in Amsterdam. So I've just started my packing, done most of it. As you can see, I think I'm going to carry 2 bags. One's video equipment, one's random other shit that I should bring along. Anyway, I'm trying to rattle my brains just to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Really looking forward to going to Vidcon. Hoping to meet loads of cool creators, get all inspirational, and get all created and all that jazz. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking because I really need to finish my packing. Let's do this. Finally made it to Luton Airport, loads of time to spare. Well, I say loads, like another 20 minutes before my gate gets announced, and I know exactly where I'm supposed to be going for my flight. Anyway, I realised I kind of rushed into this vlog a bit too quick, and I should really explain, focus you stupid thing, I should really explain why I'm going to Amsterdam. I mentioned I'm going to Amsterdam for Vidcon. Now, some of you may not actually know what Vidcon is. So Vidcon is a conference focused on online video, predominantly YouTube. Vidcon started in the US, where it's basically a whole bunch of the creators, the industries, and community who watch YouTube, and they just hang out as a big group of people. In Vidcon Europe, they decided to stop doing what's called a community track, i.e. the people who actually watch YouTube, and just focus more on the industry and the actual creators themselves, which is one of the reasons why I really wanted to go to Vidcon Europe. Some in the city, if you didn't see my video entry from this video right here, it was good fun. I met a few people, but I must admit the average age of the people who watch YouTube is slightly younger than me. A bit older, so I really wanted to engage with the creators and just basically learn more from other people who are going through that journey of creating YouTube videos. I'm really looking forward to it. There's been quite a few chit chat online already on the Slack channel, potentially focus on this areas I really want to do, like documentary, travel videos, a bit of cryptocurrency, that type of thing. So that's basically why I'm going to Vidcon in Amsterdam. Plus, it's Amsterdam. I can hang out with my good friend Sebastian, that you may have seen in a couple of vlogs. We're just having a nice, gentle walk, aren't we, Sebastian?
Hello.
Anyway, time to get going. Oh, just a small little thing as well. I absolutely love flying from Stansted and Luton. The airport's so much smaller and easier to move around. Going through security, the whole experience is much nicer. I always seem to leave it so late to actually get to the actual airport. So, me being me, it's quite nice not having to worry about it because I know that I can just go through security. Anyway, small thing. Let's get back to heading over to Amsterdam. Off we go! And we are in Amsterdam. Yes, I just arrived in the airport. It's a bit weird, like there's nobody around. Look at that. Nobody around, very strange. But the next task is to check into my hostel. Actually, the very next task is to go through passport control. So let's do that and head to the hostel. Yes, and I'm here. I kind of made it to my hostel eventually. Small problem, I got myself a little bit lost. Now, I've been to this hostel quite a few times before. I'm staying at Eco Hostel, one of my favourite places to stay in Amsterdam. It's just like a really nice hostel, very chilled out staff, very friendly, great facilities, fairly central, good connections, and it's just a small walk up to where Vidcon is. I need to actually do some work before I start off this evening's plans. Now, I don't actually have a plan, but so we'll see where the night takes us. Looks like there's a couple of people meeting up somewhere around, so I might just jump in and see where the night takes me. So it's been a really good night. Had a bit of a random get together through the official Slack channel to organise Vidcon, and I really had a really good evening actually, just having a really interesting conversation with these random characters who was friends of the guy who's actually going to Vidcon. Anyway, glad I came along. It's a 20-minute walk to and fro back to my where I'm staying, and it's definitely the end of the night. Had a few drinks, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to tomorrow actually. I was really worried that I'm just not gonna be meeting anybody on my same level, and it's gonna be very exclusive. Anyway, I'm looking forward to just meeting other characters who are gonna be doing the same type of thing as me, and I'm looking really bloody red. Jesus Christ almighty. Right, hello everybody. Met with my good friend Cameron that I met some in the city. It feels like the start of the day. We're just having some interesting conversations about our channel, but before we get into the nitty-gritty details, we've got to stop off for some lunch. It's very lovely. I would love to talk to you guys a bit more, but priorities. Sorry, bye. Right, so small bugger up. I started doing some vloggings earlier, and I noticed halfway a few times the memory card seemed to corrupt itself. I was here late. I was halfway through the VR 360 video session with about 15-20 people inside. Really good. I'm slightly out of breath. I just ran upstairs to find somewhere quiet to talk to you guys. By looks of things, the technology has definitely advanced to a very good level, so I'm gonna have to do some more research. The second session I went to was about data-driven content. Being somebody who comes from the whole background of analytics, it's really interesting to actually have somebody from vidIQ talk about their platform and how the data you get from not only your channel but other channels, how to optimize it, keyword tagging, some really sort of basics, but some really interesting takeaways. I think I'm going to apply quite a few of the ideas that I picked up from. I should really create a separate video on my learnings. This is just a really quick dive in and update. It's been really good fun. I mean, I had a whole chance to ask 3 questions. I felt like I was dominating the whole floor at the Q&A. Had a few more questions afterwards to ask the guy presenting, and yeah, really good fun. In between the 2 sessions, I talked to this one YouTuber about his channel, how to optimize his own content, journey to get to this point, and then we stumbled onto the subject of podcasting. He's got me interested in doing some podcasting of some of my content, well, to convert it to podcast format anyway. And it just so happens to be a session about podcasting, so that was a really good session. The speaker had a real great voiceover type voice, being a, well, podcaster. He really knows how to talk. Really entertaining, great takeaways. People had loads of questions, and unfortunately I gotta run away now because there's this one session I'm really looking forward to, and that is the travel session. So let's have a look and run to it before it starts without me. Ooh. So that was the travel vlogging session thing. Really good session, definitely my favourite. Lots of different types of conversations. I just realised it's a bit loud in here, so maybe I'll just go somewhere a bit quieter. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, somewhere quieter. Hello, my friend Cameron here. We've had a good day. This is day 1 or day half because it started quite late.
Which I still don't agree with.
Yeah. But hey, we've got a full day tomorrow.
Yeah.
If we started a full day today, it'd be very exhausting. Yeah. Anyway, I really enjoyed that travel session. Lots of good, interesting conversations. Open, so I'm trying to not get run over whilst I'm talking to you guys. I'm not too sure where the cars or bikes come from. This is probably going to end really badly. I'm glad that Cameron's just going to push me out of the way just in case there's any bikes or cars that come my way, right, Cameron? Yeah,
I'm the best.
Yeah. Gave lots of good tips from myself to help other travel YouTubers. I didn't realise I'm becoming a bit of an equipment expert. And we're heading this way. Oh God, it's windy, it's cold. You probably can't hear me. I'll continue this thing later. Perfect. So, note to self, go to Papiano's for dinner. Good idea, except there's a little bit of a wait. End up waiting an hour and a half for my pasta. Anyway, stop bitching about food. It's time for the main event for tonight, which is a Vidcon after party. That's unofficial, and hoping to meet more of the lovely people from the travel get together. Okay, anyway, need to pay. Let's do that.
One day my reading books, baby, is sick. I want your love. Love, 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 I want your love. You and me can write a bad romance.
Right, it's the second day of Vidcon, and now it's the start of, let me just get you a bit close. Day one, amazing, met some incredible people, some really interesting, useful tips along the way, got some potential leads to follow up on. I just had a really good old chinwag, and I felt a bit inspired by the podcast session. Turns out it's really easy for the type of content I'm creating. I might have to follow up on that properly. Let's rush over to Vidcon day 2. So, we've managed to find a restaurant a bit further away from the hotel. It's all good, all good. I'm not going to talk too much. I keep saying that I'm not going to talk too much because I always end up recording when the food arrives. I should do this just before. But yeah, food, lovely person, lovely person, lovely person, food, lovely person. There you go, that's all I'm going to do for this section. I'm going to start eating now. Okay, so we've just had a whole bunch of really good sessions. The edu session was really good. I've been trying to run around, find some of the travel YouTubers I met yesterday at the travel session. They seem to be all over the place. I'm going to create a video with a tip from each of the travel YouTubers who's participating. I've got 4 or 5 so far, so hopefully I'll get another 5, and then I could do top 10 tips from top 10 travel YouTubers or something like that. Anyway, it's been a really, really good day. Met some really nice people. If you've never come to Vidcon before, I definitely recommend it. Probably going to add more to the summary, but right now I'm at the keynote closing session, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. Just a quick session with one of the travel YouTubers. And now my good friend Cameron here.
Hello.
We said we'll do another collaboration. I need to like rush this intro. Like I keep rushing everything.
Disassembling the building around us.
Yeah, they're actually breaking down everything. I get the feeling that we might not have walls by the end of this interview.
Yeah, we're probably gonna like either locked in or shoved down in a couple of minutes.
And we just did an amazing little collab tips for solo travel, and it went really well actually. It's really nice to work with a YouTuber who knows what he's doing. Actually really knows what he's doing. At the end of the day, we're the last piece of people leaving the actual conference arena.
Legitimately like the last two people.
You might be thinking, where did everybody go then, Joe? Where did everybody go? Well, they've gone to the bar, which in my opinion is the most important part of conferences.
Yeah, this will go well.
Yeah, that's where we're going. It's been a great VidCon. I'm so glad I actually finally made it here. Really was not expecting to meet all these amazing people that have inspired me to do more interesting things. And you know what? Sometimes you just need that bump into your like flow to get people to just like talking, to make you think, yes, I'm going to do more this year, and it feels like I've had that bump. And so I'm going to close by saying, all the YouTubers who think I'm right myself by doing things that I think may or may not work, don't give a shit. Because ultimately, you do things because you believe in it, and there is a community of people behind you, and that's what VidCon is. But remember, ultimately, you do it for yourself, and that's what I feel that I've taken from VidCon. By the way, this is really warm, and my left hand's getting really cold, so good night! And yeah, now the next thing I went to, what was the other thing I went to? Holy crap, my brain's gone completely dead. Ooh. Ooh.
Watch out for the cam.
What can I... Ah! Ow.
She's organized, for sure.
Yeah. Everybody!
You tell me this, Mom. You never thought it, but I am organized.